forward with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Welcome back to part 2 of The Phantom. This is the 1940s version of it, black and white, and we'll be showing each chapter until the end. The Phantom is far more popular across the pond. Over in Sweden, he's known as the Phantom, as in this spelling. He's up to issue 1,600, where Superman and Batman in Action Comics and DC Comics just celebrated their 1,000th issue. This is how popular this is, where American comic books are about 24 pages. Each one of these is a 30-page brand new adventure, monthly. So you probably never see one, but they're quite good if you can understand Sweden. So back to Don's Breakfast Cereal Show showing The Phantom. Thanks for tuning in again. We'll be back.
Dr. Bremmer plans to dispose of Rusty and the Phantom. With Rusty as the come-on, a trap is set, and the Phantom unknowingly walks closer and closer to his doom.
You stay here, fella.
Rusty! Rusty!
Here, fella! Here, fella!
Rusty!
Nice work, boy. Nice work. Rusty. Come on, Rusty.
I thought I was shot. What was that?
Never mind, everything is all right. Who tied you up? Who's responsible for this?
Well, I don't know. I was shooting it out with Chris and his gang.
Did you find out who they worked for?
Yeah, they hang around the Trade Winds Hotel most of the time. I think Singapore Smith could answer a lot of questions.
Well, I'll pay Singapore Smith a visit.
Oh, my head.
Now, suppose we get to the point. I know that you have 6 of the 7 segments or keys which make a map showing the location of the Lost City of Zoloz. I want them.
Try and get them.
Well, I have no objection to putting this on a business basis. Will you sell them to me?
That all depends.
All right. Shall we say $5,000?
Don't be ridiculous. What's 5,000 for a chance to find some real treasure?
All right, I'll make it 20, and you can take it or leave it.
You'll have to do better than that.
Didn't you hear me say 20, Rocco?
That's what it sounded like to me. Okay. Give me the money.
No, I'll take the keys.
I haven't got them here.
What do you mean you haven't got them here?
You don't think I'm silly enough to keep them around where guys like you can get them without a payoff?
Well, where did you put them?
You know that little house I own out at the end of town?
Of course.
Well, they're hid under the 4th stepping stone leading to the back porch.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Smith?
Why should I? You've paid me more than enough to make it worth my while to tell the truth.
bullseye.
You fool. I told you to wait until I gave you the signal.
Found out what you wanted to know. You didn't need him any longer.
Supposing he lied. I wanted to play safe, have him take us to the place where he hid the stuff.
He didn't lie. Not for 20 grand.
For your sake, I hope you're right. Now get over there and find out.
Right.
I saw you come in this office. So you got him after all, huh? I might as well find out who you are. Take off those glasses. Well, I'll take them off myself.
Now, you listen to me. I didn't attack Smith.
I suppose he'll back you up.
I'm sure he will as soon as he regains consciousness.
Well, since you're so anxious to clear yourself, I better go fetch the doc so I can bring Smith out of his stupor.
Do I look foolish enough to let you go so you can bring the police? Ring for the houseboy. Now, when that houseboy gets here, no monkey business, like having him tip off the police.
Come in.
You ring?
I want you to go to Dr. Bremmer and tell him to come here quickly. Mr. Smith needs his attention.
Me go. Big hurry up.
Introduce me to Dr. Bremmer as Walker. Understand? Help me put Smith on the couch.
Don't tell me. I know they weren't there.
No.
You self-satisfied bonehead. All you had to do was obey my orders. Then we could have made Smith take us to where he really hid the stuff.
But, Doc, I thought I was helping you.
You fought. Since when have I paid you to think? All you're supposed to do is follow my instructions. But no, you wouldn't do that. You had to kill a man with a knife.
Now, Doc. Don't, Doc. No, Doc. No. Don't, Doc. Please, no.
Dr. Bremmer! Dr. Bremmer!
Who is it?
Houseboy from hotel. Mr. Miller said for you to come to Mr. Smith's office. He very sick.
You say Miller sent you?
Oh, yes. He said for you to come very quick to save the life of Mr. Smith.
All right, I'll be right over. That houseboy saved your life.
Gee, glad Smith ain't dead. Now, maybe you can get him to tell the truth about those keys.
Maybe.
Hey, wait a minute. You might be walking into a trap.
I'm way ahead of you.
Singapore Smith is plenty tricky.
I know that. Take a couple of boys and go to the hotel. If I'm not out of Smith's office in 20 minutes, knock on the door.
Okay. From now on, what you say goes.
Let me hear you say it.
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right over there with a knife wound in his back.
Say it again.
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right over there with a knife wound in his back.
Fine. Don't forget. Smith, Singapore.
Dr. Bremmer, this is Mr. Walker.
How do you do?
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right down there with a knife wound in his back.
Singapore stabbed?
I hope you can bring him out of his coma, Doctor, so we can learn the name of the man who attacked him.
His condition's very serious. You men better wait outside.
Maybe you're right, Doctor, but I can't afford to miss anything Smith may say when he comes to.
No time to argue now. I'll do what I can. Under the circumstances, it'll be a miracle if he ever speaks again.
Smith, can you hear me? Smith.
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him.
He's out of his head. You can't depend on what he'll say. This'll relieve him, though. Here, Smith.
Smith.
I'll get another dose.
That's what I was going to say.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him.
In his condition, you can't believe anything he'll say.
I didn't tell him.
Didn't tell him what?
About keys. I fooled him. I fooled him.
Fooled whom?
Told him keys under stepping stones.
Whom are you trying to talk about?
Talking about...
Let me give him this.
Yes, Smith? Where are the keys? The keys! Where are the keys?
And... back of...
Yes, back of what?
Back of... warehouse.
Smith. Smith! Singapore.
If it's any consolation to you, the medicine wouldn't have done him any good. And what did he mean by keys in the warehouse?
Nothing that would interest you.
Oh? Too bad he didn't name the murderer. By the way, I imagine the authorities will want to question you.
I'm well aware of that. Wait a minute. I hope you forgive me for this, Doctor. You can open the door after I leave.
You ain't leaving. Drop that gun and put up your hands.
Come on. Open up. Open up.
Evening, gents.
Oh, I'm sure glad to see you fellas. Here's a fella that murdered Singapore Smith. Turn him over to the police.
With
I'll
pleasure.
get my gun.
Wait a minute. Why waste your time chasing him? He'll go to the warehouse searching for the keys.
Oh, sure, that's right. He stuck up Singapore Smith once before. And that's just what he was after.
Give him a chance to get there first. If he finds the keys, you'll be there in plenty of time to take them away from him.
Whatever you say, boss.
Right.
You stay out here while Braddock and me search inside. Light that lamp, Braddock.
Phantom. I got him cornered in that old well.
You two keep your guns on him from here, and I'll slip around through the brush.
Right.
Come on.
That much to send him to the bottom?
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure he stays there. Come on, give me a hand with this.
Get that other side.
Is Diana going to be the ruthless Bremmer's next victim? Have the saboteurs turned against their leader? Learn the answer in Quest of the Keys, the next dynamic episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Dr. Bremmer fails to learn the hiding place of the stolen ivory keys from Singapore Smith. When the Phantom finds them, Bremmer's men close in on him. Suddenly...
It's the Phantom. I got him cornered in that old well.
You two keep your guns on him from here, and I'll slip around through the brush.
Right. Must have dropped him. Come on. That much to send him to the bottom?
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure he stays there. Come on, give me a hand with this. Well, that's the end of the man who never dies.
Yeah, Bremmer will sure be proud to know the Phantom's done for.
Yeah, but what about the keys we came here to find?
Well, you look for 'em if you like. Braddock and me have done enough for what Bremmer's paying us. You said it.
Now listen, let me handle this. I know Doc better than you do, and I think I can keep him from blowing up. Great news, Chief. We knocked over the Phantom.
The Phantom? Well, Long and Chris told me they took care of him at Rusty's shack.
We're not responsible for what they say. All I know is he showed up at the warehouse.
Yeah, we cornered him in the old well and buried him in it.
Huh. Wonder what he was looking for there. Keys, maybe?
Could be. Looking for them without knowing where to start is like hunting for a needle in a haystack.
Which means that you didn't find them either. What happened to the man that held us up at the hotel?
He never showed up.
I don't think that fellow was looking for the keys. No, he was likely looking for the cash that Smith keeps in his safe.
Well, all right. Now, I want you all to get ready to leave with me for Zoloz in the morning.
I thought you wanted us to take care of the Davidson expedition next.
No, I'll drop in on them myself at the Tonga village and discourage the professor from continuing his search for the 7th key.
Yeah, but suppose they don't scare us so easy.
I'll have to try some other way, that's all.
This stove throws a lot of heat.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Rusty? Having trouble with that jigsaw puzzle?
Hey, look, I got it. 6 pieces fit together perfectly. But there's a hole in the middle.
Right, our next job is finding that missing segment.
Oh, I get it. Without that missing segment, you couldn't find Zoloz, right?
That's it. Somehow, somewhere, we'll find it. At least Professor Davidson will be happy to get these.
Uh-huh.
By the way, before I forget, what became of Larkin?
Oh, he left for your village today with supplies and quarters to rejoin Professor Davidson's expedition.
Good. Well, thanks for everything, Rusty.
You're welcome, and a lot of good luck.
Come on, Neville.
Phantom! Come! Juba! Phantom, come!
All right, Suba.
Welcome, stranger. The natives say you always return when you're needed most. I believe them now.
Anything wrong?
Only that I was left behind.
What do you mean?
Well, my uncle and Byron wouldn't wait for you any longer, and they left a while ago for the Astari village.
What do you go there for?
Professor him say must see Saka.
Your natives here told Uncle about that old chief who can remember so many years back.
I see. He thinks Sarka may be able to tell him something about the missing key.
That's it, exactly. So he pulled out as soon as Mr. Larkin returned from Saipana.
I'm sorry he didn't wait for me.
But he expects you to catch up with him on the trail.
Then I better not disappoint him. Come on, Devil.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that Geoffrey Prescott's dog?
I don't know. I found him lost in the jungle, and we've become pals.
And how did you know his right name?
It says so on the collar.
Oh. You know, I often wonder what's become of poor Geoffrey. We haven't heard of him since Uncle accused him of robbery.
I'm sure I wouldn't know, but I can assure you he didn't steal those keys, because I recovered them from Singapore Smith last night.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad for Geoffrey's sake. I can hardly wait to tell Uncle.
I'll tell him for you.
Oh, no, take me with you. The only reason he left me here was because you weren't with the safari.
I'm sorry, Diana. You're safer here. Suba, I'll leave Miss Palmer in your care.
Wait here, all of you. I'm going into the Tonga village and talk to that stubborn professor.
Throw a scare into him for me.
I don't care what you say, Sue, but Phantom or no Phantom, I'm going to try and join my uncle.
Phantom say you stay here.
Well, the Phantom has no right to tell me what to do.
Goes to walk says law in jungle.
Dr. Bremmer!
Miss Palmer. Well, I'm certainly glad to see you.
Well, what are you doing here?
Well, I was on my way to the Longa village. I just thought I'd drop by and have a word with your uncle.
Well, you're just a little too late. He and the Phantom are on their way to visit the Astari tribe.
You say the Phantom's with the safari? Are you sure?
Well, yes. He left here a short while ago to join him on the trail.
Well, in that case, if I hurry, I might be able to catch them before they pass my turnoff to the Longa village.
Please take me with you.
Why didn't you go with your uncle?
Well, he wouldn't let me. He thought it was too dangerous.
Then I am sorry, Miss Palmer. I couldn't take that responsibility. But I'll tell your uncle I saw you. Goodbye.
Suba,
Yes?
is it all right if I go swimming?
Sure, Miss Palmer. You go swim.
Thank you, Suba.
Hey, here comes Bremmer on the double. Something must have happened.
What's wrong, Doc?
Well, you idiots. I just found out the Phantom's still alive.
Alive? Why, that's impossible. We saw him drown.
You're crazy. He's taking the Davidson expedition to the Astara village, and if he gets there, all my plans will be ruined.
Well, what's so important about the Astara village?
I've got someone set up there to rule the natives my way. They're liable to rebel if they find out the Phantom's still alive. Now, we've got to get rid of them. Now, the only way the safari can get out of this valley is through Matu Pass. You, Braddock, and Watson get there and blow up the pass as they come through.
Do you think we can get there in time?
Porters have to rest ever so often. You're traveling light. You can cut in ahead of them. Go on.
Right.
Now, you three. Davidson's niece is back in Tonga village. And she sort of fits into my scheme of things. Come on with me.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to rest again. Nagaro!
It's a good idea to rest a while, Professor. Because from here on, the trail goes uphill to Matu Pass.
How far is the Astara village from the pass?
We should get there by tonight.
So far, your predictions have been right, Larkin. I hope this one is too. I'm certainly glad you recovered those 6 segments. If we can get the 7th one from Sarka, we'll be on our way to Zoloz by tomorrow.
Well, I hope for your sake that Sarka has it. Anyway, you owe Geoffrey Prescott an apology.
I still don't understand why you didn't bring Diana with you. There's no danger with you here.
Not from the natives. Our enemies aren't natives.
But Diana's safer back in Tonga village.
She hasn't seen us, I'm sure. Now, look, I'll tell you exactly what I want you to do. Understand? Get back in there and keep low. Miss Palmer.
Oh, Dr. Bremmer, you frightened me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you stopped to rest, though. I was trying to catch up with you.
So you insist on joining your uncle? Well, I'm sorry, but I still can't take you with me.
Well, I'm not going back to Tonga.
Guess there's nothing much I can do about it, then. Well, I wonder what this means.
Just where do you think you're going?
Well, what business is that of yours? Keep your hands off of her. Oh.
She painted all right, Doc, just like you said.
Yeah, nice work, fellas. She'll come to in a minute. When she does, tell her you threw my body into the swamp or anything you want to tell her. Just hold her here and keep your eyes open for the Phantom. The Phantom? Yeah, I'll send him back here to pull a rescue. You get it? All right, this time, don't miss.
I'll get some water to bring her, too.
Hey, Davidson! Professor Davidson!
Why, it's Dr. Bremmer. Davidson, Miss Palmer, we were back on the trail.
Diana?
Yes, I met her back on the trail after I came through Tonga village. We were attacked. They've taken her prisoner.
Where did this happen, Doctor?
Back on the trail, just below the swamps, only a short while ago.
Then they haven't gotten very far. Come on, Devil.
I'll go with you. No, I better go alone. You go on to Matu Pass. I'll catch up with you later.
How long are you going to keep me here?
We ain't sure, sister.
Say, we ought to be hearing that explosion pretty soon.
What explosion?
That 2 Pass ain't very far from here, and they're gonna blow her up.
Go again, fella. Go on. Go again.
The Phantom stalled.
Got him! Get him!
Diana, over here.
Shh.
You stay here. After I leave, you call Devil and call him loud. All right.
Here, Devil. Come on, boy.
Hey, did you hear that? A girl called the dog off.
Oh, now we gotta round her up again.
Not me, brother. I don't want any more of that dog.
Say, maybe that's a trick of the Phantom.
I don't want any more of him either. I'm getting out of here.
You can get out of here if you want to, but I'm going to get that girl. Come on, King.
See where your stubbornness got you? I told you to stay in the village.
I'm sorry.
I'd better get to your uncle and stop him from going through the pass. I can travel faster alone. So I'll leave Devil with you and you follow behind. The main trail up this way.
All right, boys. Run the wire up to the edge of that hill and set the detonator. I'll tamper in.
All right.
Let's hook it up here. This ought to be far enough.
Hurry up, fellas. This affair is heading in close to the pass.
Good. We're practically set.
Now all you gotta do is pull that plunger up and bear down on it. When I give you the signal.
You might hit Braddock. That's the end of Braddock, too. Look. Bury the Phantom and the Safari at the same time. You get back to the plunger. When I drop my hand, let it go.
Get back! Danger! Get back!
Is the Davidson expedition walking into another trap? Will Bremmer actually become the ruler of the jungle? Don't miss The Fire Princess, the next smashing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. attempting to stop Davidson from continuing his trek to Zoloz, Dr. Bremmer's men prepare an ambush at Matu Pass. The Phantom, after rescuing Diana, races to the pass to warn the expedition.
Let's hook it up here. This ought to be far enough.
Hurry up, fellas. The safari's heading in close to the pass.
Good. We're practically set.
Now all you gotta do is pull that plunger up and bear down on it when I give you the signal.
The Phantom! You might hit Braddock. That's the end of Braddock, too. Look. We can bury the Phantom and the Safari at the same time. You get back to the plunger. When I drop my hand, let it go.
Get back! Danger! Get back!
That ought to satisfy Bremmer.
Yeah, we'll strike him for a raise when we get back. Come on, let's get out of here.
Look! Phantom alive! You stay. Moku help. Master, Moku come help. Phantom cannot die.
You had a narrow escape, man. Yes, indeed, it was. The men who are responsible for this explosion are the same gang who attacked you, Doctor. But Diana, where's she? Don't worry, she's all right. I left her back on the main trail with my dog to guard her. I had to travel fast, hoping to prevent this explosion.
Well, how did you know the explosion was going to take place?
I overheard some of the men talking who had captured Diana. You push on. I'll catch up with you long before you get to the Astari River. I'll go back for Diana now. Good luck, Doctor. See you later, Professor. Come on, Woko.
Oh, thanks. I won't forget what you've done for us. Well, I sincerely hope this is the end of our troubles, and that we'll find that 7 key at the Astar village.
For your sake, Professor, I hope so, too. Well, I'd better travel on now. It's still quite a journey from here to the Longa village.
Hadn't you better take a couple of our porters?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm an old hand at the jungle. This isn't the first time I have traveled alone. Good luck, Professor. Goodbye, Byron.
Bye. All right, Larkin. Let's get the porters started.
Mulaka! Mulaka!
Hi, Doc.
Who was the fool that talked so loud about dynamiting the pass so the Phantom could overhear it?
Well, not us, Doc. We weren't even there at the time.
That's just your good luck. Wait till I get my hands on those other morons.
It's too bad you still have that Phantom to worry about.
I'll take care of him at the same time I eliminate the professor and his party. It's a good thing I had the foresight to arrange a reception for them at the Astara village.
Can we come along and see the fireworks?
No, you go back and join the others. Then all of you go on to Zoloz. I'll meet you there in a few days. Come on, give me a hand here.
Pleasant journey, Doc.
I'm getting tired. Let's have a rest. Bunda, Bunda.
There's something creepy about this part of the jungle.
What do you mean?
No sounds, no life. It's just dead.
Don't worry. Diana will be here shortly to cheer you up.
I wonder what's keeping her and the Phantom. They're traveling light. They should have made better time than we did.
There's nothing to worry about. All this territory belongs to the Astari tribe. They're very friendly.
I hope you're right.
They've been under the Phantom's rule for years.
I'm getting hungry. Let's start a fire and prepare some food while we're waiting.
All right. Agalo, samo curlet.
Weapons here. I wonder where they are. That's funny.
I wonder what in the world could have happened to them.
What's the matter, Devil? It's Larkin, killed by a poison arrow.
What's happened to my uncle and Byron? We've got to find them.
Arrow shot by a Astari warrior.
Are you sure of that?
Be sure, Master. Look.
But Mr. Larkin told us that the Astari tribe was friendly.
We've got to get to the Astari village at once to find out what's become of his safari. Go on. Moku, go look for a canoe or raft.
Yes, Master.
And take Devil with you. You and I go look this way, see what we can find.
What do the drums say?
They're calling all Astari to worship the Fire Princess.
The Fire Princess? Who's she?
The story goes that many years ago, the Astari tribe was ruled by a woman known as the Fire Princess. They believed her to be a goddess, a descendant of the sun. She ruled them wisely and well, and they became all-powerful in the jungle. Believing her work on Earth accomplished, she vanished and returned to her seat in the sky, after promising them that one day she would return.
But surely you don't believe that legend.
Of course not, but the natives do. That's why whoever calls herself the Fire Princess now can take advantage of them. She may be responsible for Larkin's murder and the safari's disappearance.
Well, then we must get to the village as quickly as possible. Look, a canoe.
You prisoners, what's the meaning of this?
You Phantom, ghost who walks.
That's right. Then drop those spears.
No, Fire Princess commands we bring you to her.
I'd be taking a chance on your life if I tried to evade them.
I'll say you would. Get your hands up and turn around.
And who are you?
A pickpocket from Brooklyn. Now get in that canoe, both of you. Go on.
What am I supposed to do next?
You just wait until the Phantom gets here and then go to work.
Won't you please change your mind? You know, it's one thing to pretend to be a fire goddess to fool a bunch of natives, but another to deliberately lure a man to his death.
You'll do exactly as you're told.
And if I don't?
Well, in that case, I'll be forced to tell the natives you're nothing but a cheap dancer I picked up in Sapana. They'll only tear you apart.
All right, you win.
That's better. Now, once the Phantom's out of the way, you're going to rule the jungle. And you'll provide me with all the native help I need to build my airbase at Zoloz.
Come in. Well, what is it, Perry?
Your men have captured the Phantom, and your boats are now near the landing.
Very well. You may go now.
Well, so far, so good.
I'd hoped they couldn't catch him.
Bulawaga. Naga. Walla Walla. Move up against that tree. Now, young lady, you can come with me.
Where are you taking her?
To greet her uncle and her boyfriend. You'll meet them all later.
Afraid of what they may do to you.
Speak for yourself, John.
My people, I have conquered the flames again. Welcome, O Phantom. I have waited many moons for this hour.
Now I know the reason for my urge to come here.
I, the daughter of the sun, believe that you too are immortal.
Phantom is the man who never dies.
Prove that to me. Go through these flames and come out unscorched, the same as I did. Listen to them. They say you're afraid. The Phantom doesn't dare.
I'll do it, with the understanding that after I come out, you'll immediately release my friends.
Your request is my command.
I am ready.
He's one man in a million.
Bremmer after now? And what is the mystery about the Astari chief? For the answer, don't miss the Chamber of Death, the next excitement-laden episode of The Phantom at this theater next week. To get the Astare tribe under his thumb, Dr. Bremmer conceives a fantastic idea.
I'm afraid of what they may do to you.
Speak for yourself, John.
That was pretty close. Now be sure and don't let the Phantom out once I get him in there.
Leave it to me.
My people, I have conquered the flames again. Welcome, O Phantom. I have waited many moons for this hour.
Now I know the reason for my urge to come here.
I, the daughter of the sun, believe that you too are immortal.
Phantom is the man who never dies.
Prove that to me. Go through these flames and come out unscorched, the same as I did. Listen to them. They say you're afraid. The Phantom doesn't dare.
I'll do it, with the understanding that after I come out, you'll immediately release my friends.
Your request is my command.
I am ready.
He's one man in a million.
Thanks, Moku.
The Phantom is dead. Henceforth, I, and I alone, shall rule all peoples of the jungle.
What do you wish done with the prisoners?
They will be disposed of later.
Just a moment. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to release them according to our bargain. You're not the Fire Princess. Istari, this woman is a fraud, and I'll prove it. Look! This is the door through which she escaped from the flames. Istari, you've been misled by this woman. Are you going to stand for it? Oh. Ungalada!
We'll have to get out of here right away.
What happened?
Everything went wrong. The Phantom got out of the fire and then made a monkey out of the princess.
Did she tell him anything about me?
No, I'll let her have it before she got a chance.
Good, then I can still accomplish what I came here for. But if we're going to get the best of the Phantom, you've got to do exactly as I say.
You can count on me, Doc.
Good, come on.
Why don't they hurry with that stretcher?
Here they come now.
Moku, round up all the white men in this village. I want to question them.
Yes, master.
Wait here, I'll get some natives.
Over on the pallet.
Thank you.
Don't worry. You'll be all right. We're looking for the man who shot you.
Thank you.
Tell me, who are you?
I'm Ruby Dawn. I was a dancer in Saipan.
You should have stayed there instead of attempting this crazy stunt.
A person has to eat, you know. And Saipana's a tough place to make a living.
I suppose those white men in the village are with you?
Yes. The four of us came here together.
Ask her about Sarka.
There's a chief named Sarka who ruled this tribe. What's become of him?
He wasn't here when I arrived.
Now tell me the truth. Who's behind all this? Who sent you to this place? Why did you have my friends and myself brought here as prisoners?
That wasn't my idea.
Get on in there. Does anyone here know this man?
I do.
I caught him trying to sneak out of the village just as I came in.
He's the man that forced us into the boat after the natives surrounded us.
Pickpocket from Brooklyn, eh? Keep an eye on him. You're just in time, Doctor. The girl's badly wounded and needs medical attention.
Oh? This is indeed a surprise. We thought you were in Longo.
No, I just returned from there. I was on my way to Sapana when I heard the drums telling of your capture. I came as quickly as I could. Well, let's have a look at her.
No! No!
She's fainted again. She's dead.
I'm sorry. I guess I didn't get here soon enough.
Moko and his starry warriors catch these men.
Good work, Moku. Put him under guard. I shall judge him in the morning.
Oh. Moko bring important news. Moko find Chief Sarka.
Sarka? Where is he?
Him very sick. You come, I show you.
Dr. Bremmer, you better come along. The rest of you wait here, please.
This way, master.
Come on, fella.
Sarka in there.
Sarka. Sarka, this is the Phantom.
Too late again. The poor fellow's dead.
No, him not dead. When Moko come before, he hears Sarka groan.
Could it be possible, Doctor, that he might have been drugged?
Well, that's hardly likely. Sarka was leader of a peaceful tribe.
Moko, you're right. Sarka is alive.
What? I've never seen a trance like this before.
You've got to bring him out of it, Doctor.
Well, I'll do what I can. It's a matter of finding the right antidote. I'll get my medicines.
Moko will get him for you.
No, thanks. I'll have to mix a prescription for him. I won't be long.
We won't be in here long. Bremmer will get us out the moment he shuts Sarka's mouth for good.
Why didn't he polish him off in the first place instead of just slipping him that Mickey?
Well, he wanted him to hold us a threat over the Fire Princess in case she stepped out of line.
Who cares about that? All I'm interested in is to get out of here.
Listen, man, I had to change my plans. They have to make the Phantom think that you escaped and then abducted me.
Why go to all that trouble?
Because I know he'll search for him. I've got a trap all set for him.
What makes you so sure he'll look for you?
The Phantom knows I'm the only one that can save Sarka's life. Nothing like leaving a clue. Come on. Clue number 2. He comes through this door, we've got him. Through here. See this rope? Controls a trap door on the floor. Right here. When the Phantom hits it, he'll drop to the level below.
What's down there?
Just a big surprise for the man that never dies.
Hey, when'd you rig this up?
I didn't. I'm just taking advantage of what the Astera used for the execution of their criminals. Get back in there, boys, and wait. Drake, you go to the entrance. If you see him coming, let us know.
I just had to come here to find out how he is.
Don't worry, Dr. Bremmer just left to fix the medicine that just snapped him out of it.
He'll have to bring him, too. You know, Zarka is the only one who can tell us how to get to Zoloz.
Yes, I know. But this wait isn't doing him any good. Bremmer should be back by now. I'll see what's delaying him.
Go on.
Here, fella. Go find him. Go find Dr. Bremmer.
I just saw the Phantom and his dog coming this way.
Good. Get back in close.
You stay here, devil.
Get here, you fellas will pay for this.
Help!
Start the windlass.
find the missing ivory key? Are these strange men another group of saboteurs? Learn the answer in The Emerald Key, the next thrilling episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week.
To prevent Professor Davidson from learning about the seventh ivory key, Dr. Bremmer has abducted Sokka, chief of the Hastari tribe. When the Phantom finds Sokka, Dr. Bremmer, to avoid discovery as the ringleader, carries out another plan.
Nothing like leaving a clue. Come on. Clue number 2. Comes through this door, we've got him. Through here. See this rope? Controls a trap door on the floor. Right here. When the Phantom hits it, he'll drop to the level below.
What's down there?
Just a big surprise for the man that never dies.
Hey, when'd you rig this up?
I didn't. I'm just taking advantage of what the Astera used for the execution of their criminals. Get back in there, boys, and wait. Drake, you go to the entrance. If you see him coming, let us know.
I just had to come here to find out how he is. Don't worry, Dr. Bremmer just left to fix the medicine that should snap him out of it. He'll have to bring him too. You know, Zarka is the only one who can tell us how to get to Zoloz. Yes, I know. But this wait isn't doing him any good. Bremmer should be back by now. I'll see what's delaying him. Go on. Here, fella. Go find him. Go find Dr. Bremmer.
I just saw the Phantom and his dog coming this way.
Good. Get back in close.
You stay here, devil.
The Phantom gets here, you fellas will pay for this. Help!
Start the windows. Tiger will tear him to pieces. If he gets out of that, I'll say he is immortal.
He seems to be coming out of it. I wish the Phantom had stayed here.
Here, Devil Bach. Phantom, come back now.
Phantom's not in sight. There must be something wrong.
Devil say, come with him. You stay. Watch Sokka. Me go get warriors. Look for Phantom.
Phantom's dog's leading the watch here.
Make a break for it. I'll meet you later on the trail. Hey, Scott, wait a minute. Don't bust me up. I gotta look manhandle. Okay, go on, beat it.
Medicine man. You hurt?
Yes, Moku. Fight with bad white men.
Where is Phantom?
They did away with him.
You ought to know better, Doctor. I'm the man who never dies. Have you forgotten that?
Why, you startled me.
Looks like they mussed you up a bit.
Yeah. Man, oh man, am I glad to see you.
Now, please hurry and attend to Sarka.
Sarka no need, Doctor. Sarka all well again.
That certainly is good news.
Professor Davidson with him.
I'm sure Professor Davidson is extremely happy because Sarka may finally put him on the road to Zoloz.
My debt to you is still unpaid. What is this information you seek from me? Professor Davidson here is searching for the Lost City of Zoloz. He believes that you may be able to tell him how to find it. Zoloz? I remember the name, but vaguely.
Maybe these will help you. Now here are 6 pieces of ivory, more or less keys, which when put together form a map. Now, this is where the 7th key belongs.
Long ago, it seems, I remember of such a rare piece of ivory. Yes, I remember. And it had a green jewel in the center.
Yes, an emerald. Can you tell us where to find it? Think, Sarka. Think.
He who owns this rare piece will never part with it. He is a tyrant to be feared by all men. Quite a character, isn't he? You aren't referring to Tartar by any chance, are you? Do not speak lightly of him, Phantom. He is the enemy of all peoples of the jungle. As far as I'm concerned, that's just a wild rumor. But it's naturally up to you, Professor Davidson, to decide if you want to go on to Tartar's domain.
Will you stay with the expedition?
Of course.
Then why do we hesitate?
You're right, my dear. After all we've been through, I hate to give up now.
You're right not to give up, Professor. If I could spare the time, I'd go right along with you.
Answer the Tartar's call. Hurry!
What is the charge?
Noble Tar, this miserable creature says he was lost in the jungle and passed through unknowingly. Does it matter what the fool says?
That is for me to decide. You may speak.
Estabedo, Ungamora, Mungo Daigo.
I know you don't understand me any better than I do you. Therefore, I'll have them show you what it means to disobey my orders. Have him executed.
Listen.
What is it?
Sounds like a signal. I'd like a chance to reconnoiter this area before we go any further. Devil, you stay here.
No, you've already taken too many risks for our sake.
Please don't worry, I'll be all right. Moku, make camp here and wait for me. Yes, Master. 我打脚，我讲吧，我这个吧。
What do you make of these warnings? Only that another man is trespassing on Tartar's domain.
Well, for his sake, I hope he's not headed for this castle.
Well, if he doesn't come here on his own accord, the scouts will pick him up and bring him here anyway.
Close the portal. Scouts report another man has entered your territory.
Bring him before me as soon as he is captured.
One false move and you're a dead man, Tartar. I wouldn't do that if I were you. My weapon's more powerful than yours. I come in peace. I bear you no evil.
Foolish man. Don't you know I have anyone destroyed who trespasses here?
I'm quite certain that you'll make an exception in my case.
Ha! I admire your courage. Who are you?
I am the Phantom.
Ah, the man who never dies, huh? Why do you come here?
To ask you for that jeweled piece of ivory, the 7th key to the map of Zoloz.
I've never even heard of it.
I know you have it in your possession, and I'm willing to pay whatever price you ask.
I don't believe you, Phantom.
You don't seem to have much choice. Now, do we have a deal or not?
I am sorry, but it is you who has no choice. My lieutenants will escort you to the execution chamber. Well done.
Shall we prepare his execution?
No, not yet. His friends are near our border awaiting his return. Kirak, take some of your men and escort them here.
Your orders shall be obeyed.
Rava, guard the entrance. Oh, Phantom. I thought you'd like to know your friends will join you soon.
You wouldn't dare touch them. They're not in your domain.
Ha ha ha! You see, unfortunately, my lieutenant is very poor on geography. Why, he can't even remember our border lines.
You can't abduct my friends.
You ought to thank me for delaying your execution until they get here.
What's the meaning of this? What's happened?
The Phantom Master, he attacked me and escaped.
You clumsy fool.
No, and it beats my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below.
Geoffrey, bring down the portal.
Can the seventh key be lost forever? Will Tartar take out his wrath on Diana? Don't miss the Fangs of the Beast, the next smashing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Still in their search for the seventh ivory key, the Davidson expedition enters the forbidden domain of Tartar, ruler of Agida. The Phantom tries to bargain with Tartar for the missing segment to the map of Zoloz, when suddenly...
What's the meaning of this? What's happened? The Phantom Master, he attacked me and escaped. You clumsy fool.
Open the portal. Any sign of the Phantom? No, and it beats my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below.
Geoffrey, bring down the portal.
Open the portal, quick.
Right after you, quick.
Let him go.
You lost your mind?
How do you expect to find him in the jungle from the dead of the night?
Yeah, but you know what the Tartar will do to us when he finds out that we let the Phantom escape.
Did you forget about Carrick, who's on his way to capture Sapphire? Carrick will get the Phantom when he returns to his friend. Come on.
Moko worried. Phantom gone too long.
Probably he and Tartar have struck up a friendship. I bet he got the 7th key from him, and he's halfway to Zoloz by now.
I don't know why you take such a nasty attitude. The Phantom's doing all he can to help us. What is it, Devil?
Maybe him smell animal. Moko get water and scare them away. Tao! Where are Get in shadows, away from fire.
Get back in there. Thank heaven you got here. Where's Diana? There in the tent. Diana. Diana! She was there just a moment ago. You search over there. I'll take a look around on this side. Professor! Over here! Quick!
Master! Bad Tartar men come.
Where is she? Where's Diana? Here's her hat. Why, she can't be far away.
Maybe they take her to Tartar.
I'll try to head them off, but if I can't, I'll follow them back to the castle.
Moko no like you go back there alone.
Don't worry, Moko. Byron, the man who attacked you is Karak, leader of Tartar's men. Hold him prisoner.
Professor Davidson! Devil, him hurt! Him hurt bad.
He's been hit on the head. Seems to be coming out of it, though. No word of the Phantom yet?
No, Master.
I hope for Rapa's sake that he soon recaptures him.
No sign of the Phantom. I'm dead tired. I can't search for him any longer.
Don't worry. Carrick has nabbed him and his friends by this time. They'll all be here before sunrise.
I hope you're right. I'm afraid to face Tartar and tell him I've failed.
Then I'll be glad to go in with you. Greetings, gentlemen.
Get inside. Close the portal. Tartar will sure be glad to see you again. Master, I have captured the Phantom.
He is a liar. I returned here on my own free will.
If that be the truth, then you're either a fool or a very brave man. Rapa, you know the consequences if you lie.
Did you actually capture this man and bring him back here?
No, Master.
Get out of my sight! Tell me, Phantom, why have you come back here?
To suggest an exchange of prisoners. You're holding Miss Palmer, and I've got your lieutenant.
What do you expect to gain by that crazy tale? I'm not in the habit of abducting women.
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Not much you aren't.
Guards, release that girl.
Phantom, please help me.
I'm sorry about this. Believe me, I gave no orders to have this girl captured and brought here.
Then release her at once and let me take her back to her friends.
Just a moment. You said something a while ago about an exchange of prisoners.
That doesn't apply now, since by your own admission, you do not consider this girl a prisoner.
True enough. But you must admit, she does make a very fine hostage.
Look, Tartar, I came here originally on a mission of peace. I wanted to make a trade with you for a piece of ivory that meant nothing to you but much to me.
So you said.
Yes, but you refused to believe me. Try to kill me and then send out to kill my friends.
You know my laws. Those who trespass my domain must suffer the consequences.
My only desire is to keep the peace of the jungle. Yours, I believe, to be a just ruler over your own domain.
That's right.
Then why shouldn't we be allies instead of enemies?
Very well, then. You shall stay on here as my guests, not as my prisoners, until Kerak is returned.
That's fair enough. I'll write a note to my friends. They won't release Kerak without it.
Well, how will they know that you actually wrote it?
I'll seal it with my signet ring.
All right. You may write your letter. Guard, bring pen and paper.
Tartar's mad to break the law that protected us all these years.
You're right. He makes friends with a few strangers now. Many more may come later.
Maybe he's falling for the charms of that girl.
Too bad. There's nothing we can do. Or is there?
Looks so authentic enough to me. It carries the Phantom's mark.
Yes, his mark, all right. But it could have been put there by someone else.
We'll have to take a chance on that. It's the only way to get Diana back. Kerak will be ready to leave with you presently. Moko, come here, please.
You called Moko?
Yes. Your master wants us to turn our prisoner over to these men. They are going to take him back to where the Phantom and my niece are now waiting.
Moko understand. Phantom's smart. Make Tartar trade prisoner.
I hope the Phantom isn't letting Tartar make a fool of him.
I'll take a chance on the Phantom. You gentlemen go with Moko. He'll turn the prisoner over to you.
This way.
Judging by what you've just told me, the men who are interfering with you and your friends don't want you to reach Zoloz. Very likely they, too, are after the treasure supposed to be hidden there.
But my uncle's not looking for any treasure. He's searching for the lost city in the interests of science and culture.
And I don't think that those men are after any treasure either.
Oh? How do you figure that?
Simply because instead of trying to keep us from getting it, it would have been smarter for them to let us find it and then take it away.
Is it possible that they have already discovered Zoloz and have found some secret use for the city?
I'm sure you're right. I felt that way about it for a long time.
We have just returned with Kerak.
Good. Bring him in. I thought you said Kerak was alive.
He was when I left him.
He was dead when we found him, and we had to fight to take him away.
That's a lie. Why should I have asked you to send for him if I knew he was dead?
Look at the mark on his chin.
That's the imprint of your ring.
He attacked me and I defended myself. But I know I didn't kill him.
Just the same, I don't propose to exchange a live hostage for a dead one.
Then you don't leave me any choice. Step back, all of you.
Don't be a fool. You may shoot me and some of my men. What do you think will happen to you and the girl when you've run out of bullets?
All right. What's your proposition to let her go?
For the amusement of myself and my men, I would like you to fight my champion, powerful Brutus.
All right, Tartar. But on one condition. Win, lose, or draw, this girl goes free.
I agree. I have no interest in her.
And in addition, you will allow the Professor's safari to continue on its way, unmolested.
Agreed. Now, give me your guns. The contest must be fair to both opponents. I give you my word, you'll be treated fairly. Rafa, sound the gong. Summon the guards to the arena.
Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Has Byron turned traitor? And will Bremmer succeed with his evil plans? Don't fail to see The Road to Zoloz, the next absorbing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a streak of lightning. More powerful than the pounding surf. Mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Flash. Following closely in the wake of a series of baffling crimes, the body of an elderly man has just been found in the marsh flats outside the city. He has been identified as the watchman at the Metropolis munitions plant.
There's a story, or I'm no reporter.
He is believed to be the victim of an organized ring of saboteurs. More news later.
Sounds like there might be a story at the plant, Lois.
Lois? Me name is Louis, not Lois. Gee whiz, everybody interpolates me name wrong. It's Louis. L-O-U-I-S. Lois. Louise. Lucy. Now I'm so mixed up, I don't know who I am.
Okay, Watchman. Take your post in the main shop and be on the alert.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, pardon me.
Upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. Report upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. I wonder what the big shot wants.
That was a good job you did on the Watchman last night. Now, how about that dynamite charge under the shops?
It's wired to the switch on the plant floor below. When the new watchman pulls that switch tonight, the whole place will...
Get that girl.
All right, man. Now load in the dynamite.
Jones speaking.
Hello, Jones. We're ready for the test. Send out the torpedo immediately.
Immediately. Here comes the torpedo now. And that old hulk out there is the target. Naturally, for experimental purposes, there is no explosive in the torpedo.
Okay, stand by. Ready? Fire!
Miss Lane, are you all right?
Superman. They're about to blow up the plant.
Hurry, throw that switch.
Well, Pop, Superman put an end to their little act, and this puts an end to yours, Clark Kent.
Faster than a streak of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And while on a hunting trip, my father discovered what are now known as the Henderson Caverns. More than 40 years ago, he mysteriously disappeared while exploring them further. Recently, I found these maps and charts he left, suggesting that still greater wonders and mysteries lay beyond in this vast underground world. Now, if your paper will help finance the expedition, I will take Miss Lane and Mr. Kent with me and guarantee the Daily Planet exclusive rights to the story.
Sounds like a great story, Chief.
I'd love to go.
Well, let me see.
All right, it's a deal.
Thanks, Mr. White. We can leave immediately. Careful now. Those are explosives for the blasting we'll have to do. We're shoving off, Kent. Meet you in the Blue Grotto.
So long, Clark.
See you later, Lois.
According to the map, this next grotto is the furthest any man has ever been.
Is that to be our society?
That's right. the dynamite.
Look at the statue above his head. Why, the resemblance is remarkable. Is that...
Yes, my father. But what would they be doing with a statue of him?
And the sun! And the sun! And the sun! Lawrence! Lawrence! And the sun! This is a job for Superman. It's really a great story, Lois. But no one would ever believe it.
Hello, I hope you're enjoying these serials as much as I am. I do like Tom Tyler as the Phantom. He does a great job. Join us next week when we'll show the last couple chapters. We're also going to have Dick Tracy versus Gruesome. That stars Boris Karloff. Thanks again. We'll be seeing you next week again. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show.
Great show, yay! Your host was Don O'Malley, yay!
Your producer was Christine Yan.
Yay! Ed O'Malley handled the camera. Yay! Join us next week on Don's Breakfast Cereal for another, or well, actually, the last of the exciting episodes of The Phantom. Yay!